homemade ice cream or ice cream in a bag. And this is what you're gonna need. You're gonna need a small baggie and a large baggie. I'm using the freezer type of baggie because it's nice and strong. You don't want your baggie to break while it's in the ice. I'm using a cup of milk. I'm using some vanilla extract, sugar, and salt. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get salt in a bag with ice. So you can just use regular salt if you want. If you have either the sea salt or the rock salt, that's fine to use, but regular salt will work if you need to do that. I'm going to use a third cup. Now the reason that you want to use the bigger salt if you can is it just keeps it, it's easier to keep it out of your ice cream. Because there's going to be two bags here because this outside bag is going to have the salt, but you don't want any of the ice cream getting in here with the salt and the ice. What's happening is the salt and the ice is going to make the milk freeze. So you're going to take your small baggie, and one way to get it in there that I like to use is to put it in a glass and then just kind of fold the bag down, and that way it's easier to get it in. Now, if you have whole milk, use that. You can also use a little bit of cream or half and half mixed in with your milk. I just had 2% milk, so I put a little cream in with it because that'll make it a little creamier. Okay, so let's put a tablespoon of sugar in. And the tablespoon is the bigger one of the tablespoon or the teaspoon. And then we need a half a teaspoon of the vanilla. Let me find that. And there we go. Okay, so this is really important. You need to get this sealed really well. So I'm going to get the air out and then have your parents help you to make sure that it's sealed really tight. So we don't want to get any of the salt in there, and we don't want the ice cream leaking out. All right, so we're going to take the milk mixture, mix it around a little bit. I should shake it up a little bit because I want that sugar and milk to get mixed up. And the vanilla, so I'm just going to shake it around a little bit. And then I'm going to put it in my bag of ice and salt, and I'm going to just shake it until it becomes ice cream. Now, what's happening with the salt is doing a chemical reaction, and it's actually making the ice colder so that it freezes quicker. So all you have to do is just shake it around and try to get that in the middle. I probably should get this in the middle a little bit better into the ice. I kind of try to get it in there. Try this one more time. And you're just gonna shake and shake. No, you're gonna get tired of shaking, but you gotta shake it probably for a good 5 minutes. Okay? Get it nice and cold. Okay? Stop it out and see if it's done enough. Now this is the tricky part where you need an adult to help you, just because you do not want to get the salt in the ice cream. Okay, so when I take it out, I'm going to kind of wipe it off. And the rock salt has kind of a grayish color. If you use regular salt, it'll be white. But I don't want to taste any of that salt. So I'm going to do the same thing I did before, and I'm going to put it back in my cup and fold it over. Make sure there's no salt on my hands. And I'm going to fold it over so that I'm not going to taste any of the salt that's on the bag. And I'm going to stick my spoon inside there. Can you see that? Looks like it's pretty done. Let me take a bite and see how it is. Now, if it's not done, you can always put it back, but it's a little tricky to... There we go. That really does taste good. So it's going to be kind of soft ice cream, but it's definitely delicious on a hot day.